Indian elections will be held from 19th April to 1 June 2024 to elect the 543 members of the 18th Lok Sabha lower house. The elections will be held in 7 phases and the results will be announced on 4 June 2024. This will be largest ever election in the world, surpassing the 2019 general elections, and will be longest held general elections in the country with a total span of 44 days excluding the first general election. The incumbent Prime Minister Narendra Modi will be contesting elections for a third consecutive term. Approximately 960 million individuals out of a population of 1.4 billion are eligible to participate in the elections, which are expected to span a month for completion. The elections to the Parliament of India are the most significant as they will determine the new government. All 543 seats in the Lok Sabha lower house will be elected. 65 seats in the Rajya Sabha upper house will also be elected. The Legislative Assembly elections in the state of Andhra Pradesh, Arunachal Pradesh, Odisha, and Sikkim will be held simultaneously with the general election, along with the by-elections of 35 seats among 16 seats. India has a multi-party system with 2 major parties, namely the BJP, Bharatiya Janata Party, and the Indian National Congress. Dominating national politics since 2014, the Bharatiya Janata Party has governed the country with Narendra Modi at the helm. The tenure of the 17th Lok Sabha is scheduled to end on 16 June 2024. The previous general elections were held in April-May 2019. After the elections, National Democratic Alliance led by the Bharatiya Janata Party formed the union government with Narendra Modi continuing as Prime Minister. But the serious question I want to ask from you, is democracy alive in India? Many of you will respond to this question after hearing it. There is no doubt India is a democratic country. Most of you would want to quit this video because you would be thinking that India is the most democratic country in the world. We can vote for the political party we desire. The politician who receives the most votes comes into power. So it's clear there is democracy in the country. But what if I say to you that India is not as democratic as we all think? What I am going to show you in this video will be quite shocking, because after watching this video completely, you will be compelled to think about the right answer to this question. Is democracy alive in India? Do you know what is most disturbing? Many of us can't understand the word democracy. It is necessary for us to understand what actually happens in democracy. Democracy does not mean that if a country has regular elections, so she is a democratic country. Elections also take place in North Korea. I'm not joking. There are regular elections in North Korea. You can see 100% voter turnout in those elections. But the only difference is that if you deny to vote for the officially chosen candidate of the government, you are considered anti-national. Your job can be taken away, your home can be taken away. And if we talk about the word democracy, it is also present in North Korea's official name. North Korea is called the DPRK by its government, Democratic People's Republic of Korea, but the truth is that this country is a dictatorship. Similarly, Russia is also considered a dictatorship, but there are elections too. The only difference is that any candidate stands against Putin is somehow disqualified. A democratic country is one where power to govern is vested in the people, typically exercised through free and fair elections. For better understanding, free means the voter is free to cast his vote for any candidate he wants, and fair means the chance of winning for both candidates or parties should be equal. It shouldn't be that one party has minimum or maximum chances of winning. Recently, the mayoral elections of Chandigarh Municipal Corporation took place. In these elections, the Congress and Aam Aadmi Party formed an alliance, which totaled 20 votes out of 35. Looking at the vote of the parties, it was clear that this alliance would win the elections. But when the elections actually actually took place? What did the presiding officer do? You can watch the CCTV footage of it. He declared 8 votes each of Congress and AAP invalid. And this blatant election fraud, which was captured on CCTV camera, they were caught red-handed looking towards camera as if caught stealing. And what was the results of the election announced? BJP, led by Narendra Modi, won these elections. Such blatant election fraud has rarely happened in the country before. The Chief Justice of India himself said that this is the direct murder of democracy. This is just one example. Look at the news of this month. February 2024, 3 unknown people stole the control unit of an electronic voting machine from the office of Saswat Tehsil in Pune. Look at another news. In 2021, an AVM machine was found in the car of a BJP candidate in Assam. After this, the Election Commission had to order a recall in that area. Of course, there is a hidden power behind these acts. Look at this Chief Minister Mirshar Adityana of Uttar Pradesh went to extent of calling the Indian army Modi's army.
कांग्रेस के लोग आतंकवादियों को बिरयानी खिलाते थे और मोदी जी की सेना आतंकवादियों को गोली और गोला देती है। यही अंतर है।
The worst part is that many politicians are threatened and compelled to join the BJP. If they don't, they will be in jail or the ED and CBI will have to run cases against them. And in states where opposition governments exist, they are not allowed to work. Not just one, not two, but many states have repeatedly accused the Modi government of interfering in their affairs, stopping their works. In a true democracy, this is the reason why the public is given the right to protest. If the managers elected by a country are not interested in accountability before the RTI, if they cannot provide accountability to the media, then they will have to be held accountable to the public. But in India, there's a different type of democracy. As recently, when farmers came out to protest again, the government welcomed them with sharp barricades. In some places, roads were dug up, completely blocking them. Then rubber bullets were fired at the farmers. Tear gas was thrown at them, even using drones, making it seem like a war zone, reminiscent of photos of border crossings. It seemed as if this was the border of India with China, and even there, such arrangements were not made in this way. And now it's being reported in the news that at least 3 farmers have been blind due to rubber bullets fired by the police. Before this, there was a protest by wrestlers where the same treatment was seen by the police. The same was seen in the previous farmer protests. During many farmers lost their lives, at least 600 farmers were killed in the previous farmer protests. If these kind of acts of government against the public and especially against true democracy continuously happen, India won't take much time to become a dictatorship. Yes, the government will pretend to be a democratic country, but like now, instead of democracy, there will be a complete dictatorship. Thanks and goodbye.